Hi guys, welcome to Workout with Di, and today I'm going to share 3 exercises that you can do with these little mini bands to firm up your glutes. Full disclosure, this week's video is sponsored. It is sponsored by Starwood Sports, and they make these great little mini bands that are perfect for your home gym. Okay, so the first move we're going to do is called a monster walk. You're going to have that tubing just on the lower half of your leg. So you're going to sit into a little tiny little bit of a squat. So the knees are soft, the hips are soft. You're going to pull the belly in and engage through the core. Then we're just going to use that resistance on that band, step out to the side and together, out to the side and together. So you just think of like Frankenstein's monster. You get that nice kind of robotic kind of movement side to side. So you're really trying to push strongly through that whole leg. So common mistakes that we see in this movement is when people just want to step out and the knee kind of comes in. You want to push the knee out to the side and feel that action of the glute pulling the knee out and back. So one other mistake that we often see as trainers is the whole hip thing going on, is you want to move the hips to make that action come from the hip. You do want to make it come from the hip, but from the muscle, so that the hips stay straight. You step in, step, and in. So you're feeling it all through that IT band and that medial glute. And that is monster walks. Okay, so our second exercise is going to be a clam. So again, you're going to put these little mini bands around the top of the knees, and we're going to come onto our side. So whatever you do on one side, you're going to do on the other. So you're going to have the head resting on that upper arm. You're going to have the knees together and the hips stacked one on top of the other, shoulders stacked one on top of the other. Feet are together. You're just going to pull the knees open and then close it back down. You don't have to come all the way back down, but just feel that release of the band. So common mistakes that we see here is people trying to pull that hip back so that the hips are no longer stacked one on top of the other. Keep the hips stacked one directly on the other, so you're lifting all the way up and open with that medial glute. Really trying to work that booty, and you will definitely feel this. And if you don't, you need a stronger band. So you're going to do 10 to 15 on one side, and then you're going to flip and do 10 to 15 on the other. So this is a real booty burner. You really start to feel this one. So again, keeping everything locked in right in that butt. Okay, so our final exercise is going to be a glute bridge. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the band to keep the legs from turning inwards. So again, you want to feel a little tension on the outer edges of the thigh and into the glutes. So band again around the tops of the knees, lie back, feet underneath the knees, arms down by the sides, and then just put a little pressure onto that band so that the knees pull a little out towards the outer edges, and then lift the hips and lower. So if you notice, sometimes when you do this without the band, the knees want to just kind of collapse in on the way back down, but keep that tension on the band so that you're engaging that little medial glute and keeping that little pressure on those abductors. And again, 10 to 15 repetitions should be plenty enough to work the butt. So as you can see here, you get 4 bands in the set, from light, medium, heavy, and extra heavy. Each one has the description right on the edge, but it's color coordinated as well. And you get a little travel bag so that everything can be packed up and you can take it wherever you're going, travel, vacation, wherever. So definitely a thumbs up. I will leave a link in the description where you can get yours. So that was this week's video, 3 exercises to work your glutes with these little mini bands. So thank you for Star Wars Sports for sponsoring this week's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Until then, keep moving, keep working out. So at a $64 value, this is worth the price of the box alone, and then some. Okay, on to product number 2, which is a lip gloss. So this is from the All Natural Face. It is a vegan lip gloss in frosted berry. So it's a mauve tinted lip gloss.